here's what you need to know today, okay? You need to know that just because a number has more digits going this way on the other side of the decimal doesn't mean it's bigger. For instance, if I gave you this number, 0.653, let's think about it. What place is this in? Tens. Keep going. Hundreds. Keep going. Thousands. There's 3 places there. You would think that's a pretty big number. Now I just give you this number. Now notice I stacked my decimals on top of each other. That's so important today. We're going to do that a lot. Oh, there it goes.
A great day for a cross-country meet at CMS. Good morning. Let's all stand, face the flag, and place our hands over our hearts for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It is now time for the moment of silence. You may choose to reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in any other silent activity that does not interfere with others. The moment of silence shall begin now. In the cafeteria today, we will be having calzone, marinara sauce, Italian salad, baby carrots, fruit, and milk. Picture day will be next Wednesday on the 23rd. Order forms will go home Monday. You can order online. CMS is having an online book fair. Papers went home Monday. You can stop by the library for a copy of the link. Pep Club will meet today after school in the 7th and 8th grade commons area. The meeting will last until 3:45. Anyone who is interested in joining Pep Club is welcome to attend. We will be talking about t-shirt design and attending the next home football game to cheer on the Tigers. If you plan to stay for this meeting, see Ms. Tart for a permission slip. Drama Club will meet the first Monday of the month in the 7th and 8th grade common area. Our first meeting will be Monday, October 5th, after school. Permission forms will be available from Ms. Tart starting next week. Have a Tiger Day.
Okay, here's what I was saying before the announcement started. Okay, I need to see everybody's eyes. This number has 3 digits to the right of the decimal. This only has 1 digit to the right of the decimal. Kiara, look. But just because this has 3 digits doesn't make it bigger than this digit. And I'll tell you why. First off, do you remember a couple of days ago, I told you you could add zeros anytime you needed to add zeros. So right off the bat, these, this is empty and this is empty. So right off the bat, I would do that, okay? And you're gonna do that a lot today. So then you're gonna start comparing. So first off, does this have 3 digits now? Yeah, and that has 3 digits. So I can make it have as many digits as I need it to. I can even do this. I can put as many zeros as I need to on the back. So don't get caught up with the amount of digits. That's what I'm trying to catch you today on. Don't get caught up on the amount of digits. Instead, get caught up on the value of each digit. So let's go back. This is what it looked like first. What we're going to do is we're going to compare the value of each digit. Is this the 10th digit on top of the 10th digit? Yes. And how do I know that? Because I lined up my decimals. So what you're going to do is you're going to compare the value of the digits. I got a 6 here and I got a 7 here. What do you know about that? That 7's actually greater than 6. So guess what? This number is actually bigger than this number, even though it only has 1 digit. Okay? Are you catching my drift? And we're going to do this a lot today. So let's just mark out number 1 and we'll start on number 2. I don't want to get into word problems yet. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these 2 numbers and we're going to stack them on top of each other and we're going to line the decimal straight up on top of each other. Okay, that's so important. So get ready to write on your scrap paper, 3.692. Xander, write this. And I'm getting it right here off your page. You've got it on your page too. Look, right there on number 2. It's the same exact thing. On top of 3.697. Okay, Luke, do you have that written already? Good job. Now, if you did it right, like Miss Caulfield did it, your 1s are on top of your 1s, your 10ths are on top of your 10ths, your hundreds are on top of your hundreds, and your thousands are on top of your thousands. If you start going like this isn't gonna work for you. You have to be this kind of person. And some people, I don't know if y'all learned this in 4th grade, some people, instead of using their scrap paper like this, turn their scrap paper like this. Do y'all ever do this? And write it like in columns so it keeps you nice and straight. If that helps you, then turn it that way. I don't care, it's scrap paper, it doesn't matter to me. Okay, now let's start comparing. So take your pencil and just kind of go like this. What do you know about 3s and 3s? What do you know about them? Say that. They're exactly the same number. So now we gotta go to the next number. What do you know about 6 and 6s? They're the same. What do you know about 9s and 9s? What do you know about 2 and 7? Which one's bigger? The one with the 7. So now you're gonna open your big mouth to the one that had the 7. Wherever you open your big mouth means the big number's over there. Or if you open your big mouth this way, which is okay, then that means the big number's over there. Shake your head if that makes sense. Okay, let's do another one. Number 3, 7.216. And I'm getting it right off your paper. Look on your paper. Look on your paper. I'm getting it right off number 3. 7.203. And yep, I did a good job lining up my decimals. I hope you did too. Check it real quick. Okay, so here we go. Get your pencils ready. What do you know about 7s and 7s? Same. What do you know about 2s and 2s?
Same.
What do you know about 1 and 0? The 1 is bigger, isn't it? So that means this side would be the bigger side this time. Okay, now they're going to ask us to do a little bit different. In 4 and 5, they want you to put them in order from, oh gosh, this is important. What does this say? Least to greatest. I think we should probably underline that. That's important to know. That means we got to do the smallest all the way to the biggest. So get ready to write these, and we're going to stack them on top of each other, and we're going to line up the decimals, okay? So there's the first thing, 5.540. On top of 5.631. On top of 5.625. Man, I like the way mine looks. Okay, I got them right off here. These numbers stacked right on top of each other. Okay, remember we gotta pick the smallest one first, not the biggest one this time, because it says least to greatest. So get your pencils ready. What do you know about 5, 5, and 5? All the same. What do you know about 5, 6, and 6? Which one's the smallest? The 5. So put a 1 right here. And actually, go ahead and write that number right there. That's your first smallest one. And put a semicolon in between it. And if you need to mark that off your list, mark it off your list. You can even mark it off this list if you want, so you won't get it confused, if that helps you. Now we're down to these two. Remember, we're looking for the smallest. 5, 5, same. What do you know about 6 and 6? Same. What do you know about 3 and 2? But I want the smaller one. What's the smaller one? 2. So this is number 2, and this is number 3. Now what you need to do is write number 2 and number 3 right here on this line, okay? I'm not going to do that for you. I numbered it right here for you. Write your number 2 and then a semicolon, and then your number 3 and then a semicolon. As long as you line your decimals up on top of each other, this is simple. But if you get off somehow, then it's not going to be easy. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay, we're doing the exact same thing on number 5. So let's get ready to stack these on top of each other. Now, hey, let me give you a hint already. Look up here real quick. See the decimal? I see 3 places here. See the decimal? I see 3 places here. See the decimal? I only see 2 places here. What do you think I'm gonna want you to do at the end of that? Add a 0. You're exactly right. So let's get ready to go. 0.675 on top of 1.529 on top of 1.35, and I'm adding that 0 like y'all suggested. Man, I like the way mine looks. My numbers are all lined up right on top of each other. Okay, when you get that written, eyes up here so I know that you're ready. Don't forget, we're doing the smallest first all the way to the biggest, okay? And sometimes this gets confusing because sometimes they do want the biggest and then the smallest, but this time they want the smallest and then the biggest, so pay close attention to that. So right off the bat, what do you know about 0, 1, 1, and 0? Which ones are the smallest ones? Zeros. So I'm not even going to look at these middle 2 first. I'm just going to look at the 0 and the 0. Are y'all tracking with me? Okay, so the 0 and the 0, same. Now go to the next 2 numbers. What about the 6 and the 6?
Same.
What about the 7 and the 9? Which one's the smallest? 7. So put a 1 by that. And that makes the bottom one the number 2 spot. Now we got to find the 3 and the 4. Okay, hold on, Kiara. We're still on scrap paper. Don't write yet. Okay, hold on, Eric. Now we're in the middle ones. Okay. What do you know about 1 and 1? Same. What do you know about 5 and 3? Which one's smaller? 3. So that's your 3rd one. And this is your 4th one. Now put those in order on number 5. In a minute when everybody's like looking on their own, I want to make sure that I have everything from you, and okay, I want to look at teacheries. Okay. Now we're down at the bottom where we're doing the same exact thing, and I'm not going to do every one of these for you because this is pretty easy. But I do want to point something out immediately. Look all the way down at the bottom. I'm right here in 9 and 10. What does it say? Order the decimals from, what does that say? Greatest to least. Oh my gosh, you probably should put an arrow. They switched us up. Now they want the biggest first. Shake your head. I told you they would try to trick you. So I'll do one of those with you. Let's do y'all want to do 9 or do you want to do 10? 9. Okay, here we go. We're writing number 9 on top of each other. 878.403. 887.304. 887.043. And have you noticed they use the same numbers, but they put them in different digits to try to trick you? And they're hoping your eyes get all, twisted.
Not the same digits, but they just turn
They're the same numbers, but they put them in different digits, didn't they? Yeah. They only used an 8 and a 7, a 4, a 0, and a 3 every time. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're looking for the biggest this time, remember? Not the smallest. We're looking for the biggest. So all these are 888, so just mark through that. Now I'm going to go to the second numbers. What do you know about 7, 8, and 8?
Smallest.
The 7's the smallest, so am I gonna put a number 1 here?
No.
What am I gonna put here?
3.
A 3. It's the smallest. Now we're down to this and this. 8 and 8. What do you know about 8 and 8? Same. Mark those out. What do you know about 7 and 7? Same. What do you know about 3 and 0? Which one's bigger? 3. So there's your 1 and there's your 2. Okay? I'll give you about 2 minutes to write that, and then I want you to turn the page over because I'm going to make you do the rest of the front by yourself. I know you're ready when the back is turned and you're facing me. Your eyes are on me. I'll know you're ready. Okay, Cooper, please don't work ahead. Thank you. Other way, Kiara. Or is that the back? Is that the back? Okay. Okay. You've had plenty of time to do that. We're on number 11 now. Explain, that's not your favorite word, but that means you have to give some kind of explanation. You have to. You can't just put yes. You just can't put no. You have to give an explanation. Why it is not reasonable. Why it doesn't make any sense. That's what not reasonable means. To say that 4.23 is less than 4.135 because 4.23 has fewer digits after the decimal point than 4.135. So here's what they're saying, okay? They're saying this, watch me, that 4.23 is, what is this? Less than, so that means the big mouse going the other way, okay? They're saying it's less than 4.135. All because this has got 3 digits to the right of the decimal. But how many has this got? 2. That's what they're basing it on. They're saying that side has to be bigger because that's got 3 digits and this only has 2 digits. Well, let's see. Let's stack them up on top of each other. So you do this with me. 4.23. Write this. On top of 4.135. And let's see if they're right. What do you think I'm going to want you to put in this hole right here? Put it at 0. Let's see if they're right. Let's work with the first digits. 4 and 4. What do you know about those? Same. What do you know about 2 and 1? 2 is actually what? Greater. What did they say up here? That this was actually the less. That's not true, is it? It doesn't even make sense. Now somebody's got to tell me why. Because why? It doesn't have anything to do with this. It has everything to do with this. The what? Okay, somebody tell me what place this is in. 2 what? Is greater than 1/10. There's your answer. 2/10 is greater than 1/10. 2/10 is greater than 1/10. You have to give an explanation. You just can't put no or yes. Okay, we're on number 12. Carlos wrote 3 3 numbers. I think you should underline 3. That's part of your answer. You're gonna have to write 3 numbers. You're gonna have to be Carlos. And he wrote them in between this number, 0.33, and 0.34. What numbers could Carlos have written? Okay, now look at me. Every time I see decimals that look like this, literally every time, I'm always gonna think about money. Always. So what does this look like in money?
33
What does this look like in money? 34 cents. And Carlos is saying there's 3 numbers in between 33 cents and 34 cents. How could there be 3 numbers in between 33 cents and 34 cents? Because in my mind, they're just one step from each other. Don't you agree? 33 cents is here and 34 cents is here. How could I come up with 3 numbers in between? Eric thinks he knows. Add a 0? No, because you can just take those zeros away. How many places do I have here? Watch. How many places do I have here?
2.
Which is the hundreds. How many places do I have here?
2.
Which is the,
Hundreds.
isn't there another space that I could put on the end of that? Couldn't I add a thousandth spot? So what do you think I should add?
0.
But, hey look, if I add a 0, that is the same as that. You did nothing to change the value. Plus it says it's in between. You just put the same exact number, so I don't agree with that. What?
After the point decimal.
Okay, what do you want me to write? Say it again.
Decimal.
Points.
3.
Point what?
0.
Put a 0 there. No, that's going to make it smaller than that. It's going to be in between. Because look, if I put a 0 here and I stack those on top of each other, this is smaller than this. It's got to be bigger than this. I'm giving you a hint. Use the thousandth spot. I'm giving you a hint. Use the thousandth spot. You think you know?
I think we have to put decimal.
Point. Say point.
Point. 3. 0.
It's got to be bigger than this. If you put that, that's smaller than that. It's got to fall in between. Like, look. This is 33 cents. Are y'all tracking with me? What is this? 34 cents. I got to be right here. What you were doing was making me be over here, below 33 cents. It's got to be something right here in the middle. And I'm giving y'all a huge hint. Use the thousandths digit. Add another digit to the end. But don't put 0 at the end.
1.
There you go. 0.331. But I gotta have 3 numbers. That's only 1 number. Jake Lee, give me another number. Or somebody, give me another number. This isn't that difficult.
Point. 332.
There you go. Oh my gosh, this isn't that difficult. Colin.
Point. 333.
Okay. There you go. Those are numbers in between those numbers. What y'all were trying to do is make me have smaller numbers. Okay, what? You're kind of looking like, do you not get it?
I get
Do you get it? Because this is what y'all are wanting to do. What's that worth in money?
30.
30 cents. What's this worth in money?
33.
Y'all were making me be smaller than 33 cents. I needed to be something in between. Okay, let's keep going. 13, draw lines to match each decimal on the left to its equivalent decimal on the right. Do that real quick. And I'm going to remind you, you can add zeros and you can take zeros away. So find the equivalent of that. Equivalent just means equal. Okay, let's start with the very first one. Hope, what did you say 0.75 on this side match which one over here?
0.750.
You said this right across? Is that what you said? Okay, why? Because this only has 2 digits, but that has 3 digits. Why'd you say that those are equal? Come on, y'all should know this. Why'd she say those are equal?
Because they just have it as well.
You're right. What'd they do at the end?
Just add it.
What do you know about that 0?
It doesn't mean anything.
You can take it away or you can add it. Doesn't matter. Jake Lee, what'd you say 1.50 was? Is it go to this one? This one? She says it goes to this one. That doesn't even look the same. This is 1.50. That's 1.500. Why do you say that's the same? I just said it. Why do you say that's the same?
But she added it.
All they did was do what on the end of it? Add 0. Can you add those zeros?
Yes.
Can you take those zeros away? Can I do this? Watch. Can I take that away? Can I take that away? Can I take that away? Then what do I have at the end? What do I have? 1.5. So do y'all agree that that was the right answer? Yeah, come on, y'all should know this. Is 1.05 this?
No.
Or is 1.05 this?
Yes.
That doesn't even look the same. Why is that the same?
Because you can add a 0 and.
All they did was add that 0 on the end. So that should go there, and that should go there. That should have been super duper easy. Number 14. Is 0.5 greater than or less than 6/10? Draw a number line to show your answer. Well, first I need your help, Xander. I don't know how to say this number. I need everybody to look up here. Look what I'm doing, Xander. I'm darkening my decimal and I'm going over one place. So what does that make that 5 be in? 5 what? 5/10. Everybody write that on top. So now you have to decide, and let's say it like this, okay? Remember how we go the top number out of the bottom number? Remember how we do that? So let's say this is 5, help me, out of 10. Say it again. Is 5 out of 10 greater than or less than 6 out of 10? Is it greater than or less than? Less than. There's your first answer. But it wants you to draw a number line. So start your number line with 0. And we're on tenths. Hey, Eric, do you have that drawn? You need to sharpen your pencil?
Yeah.
Go sharpen it. Here we go. 1/10. What would the next one be? 2/10. Go all the way to 10/10. I'm not going to do all these for you. I want you to do it. Go all the way to 10/10. 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10. Go all the way. And then put a dot on the 5/10. And then put a dot on the 6/10. Do you agree that the 6/10 was greater than and the 5/10 was less than? Do you agree by looking at your number line? Yeah? There's your answer then. Once you get that drawn, then you're done. Hurry. Okay, we're on number 15. Anna, it's gymnastics scores. Look, Anna, these are her scores in gymnastics. They were posted on the scoreboard. This is so important in order from, what does this say? Highest to lowest. You probably should do this. Or maybe you should draw an arrow down. Like meaning they're high and they're going lower, okay? 1 digit and her floor score is not visible. Do you see her floor score? And there's a blank right there. You've got to decide all the possible digits. So here we go. Now remember, this is the highest. This has to be higher. This has to be lower. Okay, so let's start with number 0. Let's just start with number 0 right there. Okay, just lightly put 0 in there because you're going to be erasing a bunch. Okay, you're going to be erasing. Okay, now let me see your eyes. We're going to compare 1 to 1. What do you know?
Equal.
Same. 5 to 5. What do you know?
Same.
5 to 0. What do you know? 5 is greater and 0 smaller. Is that how it's supposed to be? But wait, this has to be bigger than this too, remember? Because this is higher than this is higher than this, and this is higher than this. Are you tracking with me? So now let's compare this to this. What do you know about 1 to 1?
Same.
What do you know about 5 to 5?
Same.
What do you know about 0 to 1?
1 is bigger.
1 is bigger. Where's the bigger one supposed to be?
On the top.
The top. So we can't use 0, can we? Mark it out. Let's try 1 there. Now we're comparing the top. What do you know about 1? Well, we know all these are the same. What do you know about 5 to 1?
5 is greater.
5 is greater. That's how it's supposed to be, isn't it? Now let's try this one. What do you know about 1 to 1?
Same.
So now we got to go to the next digit. What do you know about 6 to 3?
6 is greater.
Is this one supposed to be greater than this? Okay, there's one of your answers. Now erase your 1 and put a 2 in there. Okay, what do you know about 5 to 2?
5 is greater.
What do you know about 2 to 1?
2 is greater.
Is that supposed to be greater? Yeah, there's your next answer. Now erase your answer. Now put a 3 there. I need to see your eyes. What about a 5 to a 3?
Still greater.
The 5's greater. What about the 3 to the 1?
3 is
It's still greater. That works then. What about a 4 here? Erase it and put a 4. What do you know about a, let me see your eyes. What do you know about a 5 to a 4?
5 is greater.
5's greater. What do you know about 4 to the 1?
4 is greater.
Is that supposed to be that way? Yeah, that'll work too. Now erase that and put a 5. What do you know about 5 to a 5?
Same.
Uh-oh, now we got to compare the next number. What do you know about 0 to 6?
6 is greater.
Is this supposed to be higher? No, so 5 won't work. Do not put a 5. Okay, Marcia's vault. This is Anna, not Marcia. This is Marcia. Her vault score, you should probably put it like a star by vault because that's what we're talking about, is 15.050. Write that on your scrap paper. This is Marcia. Put an M for Marcia. And underneath it, put Anna's vault score. I'm getting it right here off Anna's vault. I'm literally writing it right under. And that's Anna. Alexander, I'm getting it right here off your paper. Look on your paper. Anna's vault score. How does it compare? We're going to see which one's bigger, which one's smaller. Get ready. Get your pencils ready. What do you know about 1 to 1?
Same.
What do you know about 5 to 5?
Same.
What do you know about 0 to 5?
5 is bigger.
Okay, so whose was that?
Anna.
Anna's is bigger. Anna's is bigger. Okay, I'm not doing these with you, but I'll talk them through with you a little bit, okay? A grain of fine sand can have a diameter of 0.125 millimeters. Which numbers are, what does this say right here? Less than. You should probably underline that. all I'm doing. I'm not doing the whole problem with you, but watch. Since this has 1, 2, 3 places, Kiara, watch. Then I ought to think that y'all should probably make these all have 3 places. So right here on your first one, go 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3 places, and 1, 2, 3 places. Now we all have the same amount of digits. Now which ones are you picking? The numbers that are what? Less. Now let's look at 18. Kara weighed some apples at the grocery store. The apples weighed 4.16 pounds. Which numbers are, what does this say? Greater. Now, this is not money. This is weighing apples, but that looks just like money to me. How much is that in money? $4.16. So come down here and add zeros to these. And all you gotta do is pick the ones that look greater than $4.16. Do you see how money really does help? It really does help. Okay, you gotta finish the front and the back. Go.